All right. Well, the judge has stepped out for a few minutes. I'll just say, welcome everybody to the Fleischer Forum. I am your lone wolf Usul. I am your curator for these here videos, and I am your host for the Fleischer Forum, where we come to reminisce about the day's daily docket with our favorite judge and talk about the cases as they happen on the screen in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a little bit over a 3-hour docket today, and we actually have 2 hours of that docket to go through tonight. So as the judge comes back, and chair time ends, Fleischer time begins. Let's get it started, shall we?
Hey Judge, your camera is crooked. Do you want us to fix it?
Oh, thank you. I mean, these people can just, thank you. Here, we'll just send it on you. All right, let's roll, nerds.
How are you?
Happy Thursday. How are you? Oh, you know, same old thing. Okay.
Working with Rehab since the last.
It's been a while. Okay. All right.
She uploaded a ton of.
Are you just now getting more discovery?
She uploaded a lot. Last 7 days.
Okay.
June. And we were kind of going along with some minimal discovery, and then she got after it like before Thanksgiving and dumped a bunch of stuff on it. I've gone through as much of it as I can. She's out today. I was hoping to catch up with her. I think she knows the case pretty well, based on our discussions last Saturday. So I think more than anything, what would be helpful, you can set it for trial if you need to, but I think my.
I'd rather you see if you can do something first before we do that. Can we set it for next week, early next week, so you can talk to her? Because it's already 2:25.
And Judge, just to inform you, Rosette will be here on Thursday and Friday of next week. She won't be here Monday. So
Of next week.
next week, yeah.
She gone today and
She'll
tomorrow?
be back tomorrow.
She's back tomorrow. Are you here tomorrow in the building?
Not in the building.
Okay.
I think Asher's got like Asher's got a 10 o'clock service where he's getting an award or something. So I'm
Nice.
out tomorrow.
You want to do next Thursday?
Probably didn't.
Oh, stop it. He's a great kid.
Next week's weekend.
Okay, we'll waive the appearance just
On Christmas is Wednesday, so.
Wednesday,
We're here Thursday.
every day, every day, every day.
Like it.
Jails don't stop.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, we'll just, and then hopefully, just if you can shoot her an email, say, hey, look, he was here. Okay. Okay, is discovery complete?
Yes, Judge.
On her end, she's saying this, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. All right, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Bye, Elaine. Good to see you, man. Hey, ready?
It's an off-topic case, is that okay?
Of course, come on up. What's your cause number?
You ready? It's 253-8191. And it's for Mr. Kevin Campos.
Okay.
And we just want the court to hear PC on it.
Can we do it a little bit later?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it a little bit later, all right? Okay, thanks. Hey, yeah, of course.
Judge, we've got Mr. Greathouse on your docket,
Okay,
DWY. Judge, Mr. Greathouse was previously given a no driving recommendation. Judge, my client is a trucker, both in the.
I don't see it on docket.
Excuse me, I think we maybe did the same. Can I give you a cause number, Judge? We were upstairs on the phone.
Okay, what is it?
It is 253-5924. Mr. Greathouse is a long haul trucker, well, short haul, long haul, but he does lots of different kinds of jobs. But trucking is his livelihood, and without it, with a no driver's condition, he's unable to provide for himself, his family, et cetera, et cetera.
I get it, but there's an FSRA here. It's a very serious,
Are there steps that the court could take?
I don't know. Do we have a dead body, Alex? What happened in the FSRA?
We don't have.
Let me see it.
My concern is public safety, right? So you got,
I'm just trying to see if there's a way we could both account for the safety of the community and my client's ability to provide for himself. You could put a governor device on the vehicle, judge. Obviously, interlock.
Yeah, I remember her. She
With
booked
our
her
bike and a
leg, I
bicyclist.
think. Do we have medical records after that?
No, we're waiting on.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
I don't, am I right in seeing that there's no conditions on the felony? Can you refresh my memory on the FSRA, please?
Yeah, there's no blockage on the felony. I don't see any notes, just the root cause.
I'm trying to technology.
Yeah. But
Is he described?
I'm still trying to see. Look at it first.
Judge, if I may, my client would be willing to put the onus on himself to comply with being testing while on the road. He's pretty adept at finding, Googling and finding a place where he can go submit a urine sample if it's necessary. I mean, he's willing to shoulder as much of the burden as possible to be able to provide for himself.
Put in the bird.
Ramirez Norma.
Okay, I'm sorry. What are you asking for? Sorry.
Permission to drive.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You want the interlock taken off?
No, you want to
No, we're happy. We're happy.
Oh,
Okay, just permission to
okay.
drive.
Have-
Okay.
Die. We've got an
Right.
in a motor vehicle and we have
And an
a failure to
FSRA.
stop. So we have extremely serious cases. I don't remember, but I guess he's telling me I took the ability to drive away. What
Right.
happened in the FSRA?
In the FSRA, he did strike a bicyclist who ended up having to go to Memorial Hermann, and we're still waiting on medical records for that. But she was injured enough where she had to be taken to the hospital
Right.
due to being struck by the defendant.
I believe at least in the OR, they said she's sustained a broken leg at the very least.
Is your guy's position?
It would be fine with what it was before, no ability to drive, considering the seriousness of this.
He wants to drive,
What's his job? Is he?
truck driver.
Okay.
Judge, we could put some curfew hours. You can only drive between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m., something like that. Put an interlock on there, you can put a governor on that car.
His first job would be amenable to the curfew and interlock, that's fine.
Okay. How long has he been on bond?
But you wanted to restrict him from driving for personal endeavors and pursuits, and he'd be willing to do that. He just wants to be able to work.
Okay. But he needs an interlock on the work vehicle now.
Yes.
Okay.
On the shoulder.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, but yeah, I don't want him driving in the middle of the night. So he'll have a curfew of 9 p.m. to, 6 a.m. or 5 a.m., whatever he would prefer.
Yes, sir.
No alcohol, no drugs, testing and yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Hi, good morning.
I have Michael Carvalho on docket.
Okay.
On this one here, we are still waiting on a station video, but even still, we went ahead and did a mitigation packet. We're still waiting on it. We've sent it multiple times.
I don't know what to tell you. This case is 193 days old. So I want you to subpoena the officer right now.
Yes, Judge, well,
1 week, officer must be in court with video in hand. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a contempt hearing. It's 193 days old. It's unacceptable. We don't have a video.
yes, Judge, we'll subpoena him right away.
Yeah, Sanchez.
So today's Thursday. We'll set it for next Thursday for a show cause on the officer as to why they haven't provided the video. I guess we can just go from there.
Okay,
And then, is your client here now?
He's here today.
Do you want to do a TRAS day or no? Do you want to wait?
Can we
Oh, okay. So let's set it for a show cost next week. And then we'll come back and we'll see what happens then.
Can my clients attend to me?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You need me to waive the signature?
He's here, actually, Judge. Just our pre-trial officer brought up a good point. With regard to testing while on the roof. I presume-
He'll have to go to a Quest diagnostic. Okay.
Specifically as Quest.
I specifically Quest because it ASCLD certified and we know that you're not going to Punka City testing to buy a result.
Judge, what we normally put on the conditions for that is Quest Diagnostics is what we call a SAMHSA certified, which is what you're referring to. And so, is it okay if I just put a SAMHSA certified?
No, Quest diagnostic. Mhm.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure, they're all over.
I approached
Good morning,
Judge.
Mr. Stone. How are you?
Good, how are you doing, Judge?
Oh, you hanging out?
I
What do you
was
got?
in here the other day with a guy, first time DO guy, and he got it in his friend's car. And you said, well, don't drive unless you got insurance. Obviously, insurance covers the car, but I understand where you're coming from. So anyhow, the guy added him on his policy. So we've got a policy now.
Okay,
You should
so-
give it to the CL. You told him don't drive until you get insurance.
In his name, right? And you're telling me he has insurance now?
Yeah, he's got, it's the guy who owns the car. It's his policy, but we're on it as a driver.
Perfect, that's
Yeah.
all, yeah, so that would be, if he gets into an accident, the other people are covered.
I just noticed this starts January 25th, it's 25,
And that's when he can drive.
but he's got another one that starts now. So I'm gonna give her this one and ask her if I can email the other one to her.
Perfect.
Thanks, Judge.
Yep, of course.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some more.
Hey, come on. Hi.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Doing well. Yeah.
I was once supposed to see if you were doing an arraignment for a today.
Is it set for tomorrow? Okay, can we do it a little bit later? Do you mind?
No.
Yeah, I will, but can we just do it a little bit later?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Colin,
Good morning.
how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good,
Ready for the break?
dude. What you got?
I have Sarah Castillo on your docket this morning.
Okay.
I subbed in on this one, so it's got some loss on it, but I haven't been on it very long.
Okay,
There's a long disclosure. The personnel file that includes the G file from the open records.
okay.
Working on getting that for me. I think once I have that.
How long is that gonna take you to get?
I honestly don't know, Judge. I requested all the disclosure documents from our database. She provided me with what, they normally provide, and I'm not even certain of how to get the personnel file, so I have to speak to my chief about it. So I actually don't know.
I think that's something that you may need to,
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got it, out actually already on it, and it's.
did you
it's
put
pretty,
a
right?
date certain in it, not
The
just
sheriff's
in
office.
Stanford?
Yeah.
Because you gotta put a date on it.
Yeah, and I usually put the next court date, so it should be this court date. I'll have to go back and double check, Judge. I didn't take a look at
Can
that.
you,
before I
yeah,
came.
let me know because I don't, if you have a date on it and they're not replying, then we need to take it further.
Sure.
Right? Because then the owners, it becomes on them and we need to take further steps. I don't want to just, because, we're at 208 days now. So
Fair enough. I get it.
um,
Just trying to do my duty.
I got it and I want you to, but if you're sending out subpoenas and it's not being responded to, then we have an issue. So do you want to get with the chief and see where we go? And then let me know. I don't want to just start resetting it just to reset it and unless we know something certain. Yeah, okay,
Okay, I'll double check on my subpoenas and then give it to you.
thanks. Mr. Cajun,
I'm here, Mr. Lewis, Your Honor.
okay,
You want to come up? He can find it out. You want to come up?
Come up, Mr. Lewis.
Yes or no, sir,
I'm not playing a game. I hope you know this. All I want my Houston safe. That's all I care about, and I'm gonna do it at all costs. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care anything. All I care about is public safety. You're not to use illegal drugs, alcohol, have any weapons, contact with the complaining witness, and you already know how it goes. You understand? And I'm gonna hold you to it, and that's it. So this is what we'll do. We'll give you a reset now. He's gonna have to sign bond conditions with Felicia. I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you. You test positive, you know. So get ready. All right. All right, Kim, you got it.
Right this way. Judge, my apologies.
This is bottom of page, or top of page 15. Lewis is the last name.
No drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, firearms, ammunition, random testing, Judge. Anything else you'd like?
Just normal conditions, and I want him tested within the next 30 days. 100% called in to test.
I'll leave a note for that so they can make sure that it's a one.
Please, yeah.
No.
The smell of weed is so strong, I think I'm gonna get high. You don't smell it? Come on. No. You smell that? You smell that? It's like someone just smoked a joint in here. Luis, what's up? It must be you. You're the one that's burning out there, huh?
Tell your future ex.
I got it. Yeah, I can put that down.
Did we get Miss Jewett's client back there today? It was
Good morning, Judge.
hi, Miss Jewett.
Miles Craig.
Colin Raid. Oh my word. The judge was just looking for the source of a strange smell in the courtroom. Maybe we found it. No. I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen of the Colin Raid, the Cooligans of the world, those of you who have come here from KCC, and those of you who've come here from Biggin, I welcome you all. Welcome to the Fleischer Forum. We have just got underway. We are mere minutes into the docket, and we've got 2 full hours upcoming, and it starts right now. This ends the obligatory Colin pause. Thank you very much, Colin, for the raid. I will see you guys at the end.
Mr. Lindsay, I chatted you. We have your client here, Miss Jewett. Oh, hey, you soundbar. Give me a second. Oh, wait, no. I mean, you're talking. I hear you, Miss Jewett. It must be Mr. Lindsay then. Miss Jewett, say something.
Yes, Judge, can you hear me now?
Yeah, tell me something nice. You want me to go get your client? Are you ready?
I'm ready, Judge, yes.
Mr. Lindsay, will you chat me who you have, please? What was the last name on Miss Jewett's client again? Miss Jewett's client, what was the last name again? I forgot. Miss Jewett, who was it again? I forgot. That's it. Got it, okay. Morning, Mr. Craig. How's jail?
Order in the court, please.
All we do is ask you one thing, right? Got to know that we mean business. You know, 1, 2, 3, here we go. It's over and over and over. I mean, how do we get through to you? It's a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer, but that's the nature of the beast. How do we get through to you so that you know we mean business? Because apparently in the past, it's not been enough. I get it that you may have a child coming. I get it that there are other things, but no means no. Doesn't matter what circumstance you have coming here, but no means no. Do you understand? And the problem is I know that your lawyer has negotiated something upstairs for you to see the baby in the hospital somehow, but I don't know how that can truly work out without there being some kind of I want you to see the baby, but I don't want you to see her. How can we make that happen? That's the rub, Miss Jewett, is that I'm happy to go down on his bond, but I just don't want them to be together, you know? So how do we do that?
Well, so Judge, I understand your concern, but the problem is we can't really inevitably stop two people who want to be together to be together. I mean, I get what you're saying.
We are. This is how we do it.
Well,
This is
I
how we do
understand.
it.
I understand that, Judge. But in reality, even if he doesn't get out today and you know, there's a conviction, whatever may come about, he'll eventually get out. And then again, we can't stop them from being together. So it's more along the lines, I guess, of kind of like the felony court said, listen, he needs to take anger management, an anger management class and complete it. He needs to stay away from her. As an ankle monitor, stay away from the home, but we're not going to stop him from seeing his child or being there with the child, which inevitably means he has to be around her for that particular purpose.
But there has to be an intermediary that's around that can help out, whether it's his mom, whether it's her mom, whether it's brother, sister, cousin. There has to be an intermediary that can facilitate. They have these apps that the family courts use that basically are an intermediary so they can communicate with each other using a third party. So there's always a way.
So we could say that his supervision when he's with or the intermediary that will be there with the baby and him would be either his mother or his father. So at no times would he be left
I'm
alone.
down. I'm okay with that. But I've told you this before, when you have cancer, what do? You cut it out or it's going to kill you. There are certain people in your life that are like that. They're just your polar opposites. Yes, you may have a happy time where both of you act like gumdrops and rainbows and, but it's not like that forever. It's going to change. And the problem is that you two together, when that change comes, it really explodes into something catastrophic. And one of you invariably ends up in jail. That's the problem. Get upset. There's a certain way to handle things. It's called maturity, right? You learn how to deal and cope with someone who makes you mad. Either you walk away, you do something else, go exercise. Somehow you have to deal with the anger. That's maturity. That's growing up, because you can't continue the way you are, because either someone's going to get really hurt or likely dead. That's it. And that's why I'm scared to put you together, because not only this, but you now have a baby coming into the world. That's extremely stressful, especially when you don't have money, That's why it scares me to put you two together. But if you have an intermediary, that's meaning a third party that's willing to help you get access to the child, that's great. The only other thing I'm going to tell you is that there are certain ways for you to be able to get definitive access to that child, meaning a court order. First you establish that you're the father. After that, you get visitation and custody, so that if that other person tries to play games with you, you can either have them held in contempt, they can be jailed, fined if they start to play games. That's something else that you need to look into, because it very well may happen in the future. So that way you are protected and you don't have to take matters into your own hands. Do you understand, Mr. Craig? All I'm asking you to do is grow up. It's not hard. You think before you act, and you think before you speak. And when you do that, good things happen. So now, what about the bond amount, Ms. Jewett?
Well, Judge, my position. I'd like a $1,500 bond on each offense, which will match the $3,000 that I have already secured in the felony court.
What do you think?
Your Honor. So
whose case is this?
It's Conrad's case. I can email Conrad if you want to get him.
Does he have a position as far as bond is concerned?
So Judge, he told me yesterday that he would defer to you on the bond.
It would be Conrad's position is to defer to the court.
Put that on there?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to know that I am now going to put conditions on your violation of a protective order case. The Texas Constitution does not allow me, but in very limited circumstances, to hold someone at no bond, zero bond. This is that case now. If you violate conditions on a violation of a protective order, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond. Do you understand? I expect you to live up to these conditions. And you now have 3 open cases. If you should pick up a 4th, if you pick up, or if you violate conditions, I will have no more sympathy. Do you understand, Mr. Craig? So, this is what I'll do, Ms. Jewett. I'm gonna order no drugs, no alcohol. I'll order no contact with the complaining witness in this case. I don't want him to go where she lives, where she works. You're going to have an ankle monitor on you, so I know where you are at all times. Do you understand what's expected of you? I'm not asking much. I'm just asking you, don't have contact and follow the law. Don't pick up a new case. Your lawyer is asking me, your bonds now are set at what, 20,000 on one, the other one set at 10,000 on one. She wants me to reduce it from 30,000 to 3,000. That's a big ask. Can I trust you?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Jewett. I will acquiesce this one time, but if it goes south, I don't know what else to tell you, you know?
Judge, I completely understand. I've told my client the same thing in no uncertain words. This is it for him. And Judge, also, just so you'll know, the felony court has ordered the ankle monitor for him. So just so the court knows that that's already been ordered.
We'll tack on the same condition as well, so that if there are any violations, we will know as well. Did you hear all that?
Yes, Judge, the no drug swap, calls of contact, refrain from GPS prior to.
And then no weapons. Yeah.
And just as far as the no contact, with the caveat that he can have contact, well, he can be around her with an intermediary for the birth as it relates to his children.
When is that going to happen?
Well, he already has one child that's 18 months, but the baby itself will be born in 3 weeks.
So you want access so that he can be in the same place while she's having the baby?
Correct, Judge.
And then after that, no more contact?
Correct, Judge. After that, then the grandfather can facilitate his getting the baby, whatever needs to be done.
Okay, I'll acquiesce to that for that one and sole purpose, okay? But after that, no more contact with her. Do you understand? And only if someone else is there. I don't want you alone with her on that one day. You understand? You hold the keys to the jail cell. No one else does. Go up. It's not hard. You have to do it eventually. All right? All right, make me proud.
Judge, what should you?
Bond reduced, both. Bond reduced to 1,500 on each.
Judge, did you lower the bond?
1,500 on each, yeah. Okay, I think we're good. All right, Ms. Jewett, I gotta get you a date, hold on.
Judge, so one of them's an MAJ. How much time do you want?
We'll just carry it.
Okay, how's January 28th through the 30th?
January 30th would be perfect. I'm go the misdemeanor court on the 27th.
Required appearances?
How old is this case?
199 days.
Yes, yeah. Is there an offer in the felony case?
On a felony case, Your Honor, let me see.
Yes, the felony case judge, the offer is 2 years deferred.
Okay, I guess we need to know because the case is getting up there.
Yes,
Okay?
Judge.
So by the next setting, we need to know, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you, Ms. Jewett. Always a
So we're
pleasure.
good on January 30th? I didn't hear to say.
Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
We got you.
Okay, great, Judge. Thank you. Have a great holiday.
You too, take care. Craig,
Good morning, Your Honor.
hey,
So I wanted to approach and speak to you about Ms. Stefanski's treatment plan, Your Honor.
okay, how goes it? How goes it with her?
So she is making arrangements to enter into a private rehab. She has Medicare, and so I've spoken to the CLO, and her supervision officer had said that they wanted her to wait in jail for a bed to come open at PUA. The problem is that she has really crippling anxiety in jail.
Are you telling, I thought we were done with this. She was already in.
She was supposed to come to court to sign the conditions to go to it.
Okay.
And if it's approaching or currently is letting me know that, she wants to do a private.
I don't know. If it's something that she can just get up and walk out, then no.
Well, they can, I mean, they're gonna mandate that she stay there for.
Great, but that doesn't, it's not worth the papers written on if she can get up and walk out. It's not gonna work.
So I'm just trying to find some alternative that doesn't involve her, waiting in jail. She's okay with doing PUA, but she's.
How long is the wait?
Terrified of the process.
About 3 weeks because of the holidays.
And she said, if you want to put an ankle monitor, whatever you want to do, she is 100% okay with, but she has crippling anxiety and she deals with some various mental health issues.
The problem that we have, Craig, is how she deals with that crippling anxiety.
I
You know what I
fully
mean?
understand.
And I've been there,
I'm on board
done
with
that.
treatment. Right, I get it.
We tried it.
I'm trying to figure out what we can do rather than have her wait in jail. She will attend, I fully believe. She has, she's a contributing functioning member of society except for her addiction problem, which we are trying to seek to get her treatment in. The rehab
Where is she
facility
now?
that she's found addresses both psychiatric as well as rehab issues. It's called Recovery Center.
No, if she can get up and go, I'm not done with it. That's it.
Can we put an ankle monitor on her while she's in that rehab and tell her she can't leave? She said she would be 100% willing to do that.
Heard this from her before. I've heard this. I'm going to get help before. I've heard I'm doing this. I'm doing great. We've heard it 3 times before. In fact,
Bad stuff. We didn't really tell her, hey, seek rehab before. And
So-
this is what she's doing now. I mean, she's
Can she, when is the date expected to open up? Do you have a date?
In about 3 weeks.
Okay, can you get an actual date for us?
Yeah, I can get an actual date. I'll see what they'll tell me. But with the holidays, it's coming.
Well, she can wait out on the outside though, right?
Yeah, I can see if I can get a date, and then she can turn herself in.
Yeah.
to the who?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely. She's 100% willing to do that. She just doesn't want to sit in jail waiting for it.
But I have to know that.
Willing to do that.
Where is she now?
Right now, she's just reporting into the supervision officer.
Have them send her for a drug test, will you? And then, so let me get you a date, but I'm not done with this because they can get up and go. But I'm happy to, let's get you a date and that she can turn herself in on that day.
Okay, for the WHO program director.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
That's
All
all.
right.
Thank you.
For sure. Yes, sir. Do you have a plea?
No, Your Honor, this is the unique situation with Ernesto Gutierrez, the firearm with the child. And Luis is here to translate. The court requested a mitigation package to where my client would admit responsibility. So I'll wait on chief, but I would like to address the court briefly. Whenever it may please.
So this is, what are we doing? Is he,
Yes, sir. So we got more.
this is the one where you guys wanted like 300 days in jail or something like that, right?
I'm trying to print out that contract for you.
Judge, may I address the court?
Sure.
To refresh the court's memory, this is a tragic case. It's very sad. Long story short, he left the gun out and the kid shot another kid, blew the kid's head off. When I first met Mr. Gutierrez, he was devastated. He was crying in my office. And just to refresh the court's memory, when you arraigned him, and Luis was translating, he couldn't even get through the arraignment without having a mental breakdown. The guy feels absolutely horrible. At this point, I'm worried he's gonna kill himself or have suicidal tendencies in the future. I just told Chief and I represented the court, it doesn't matter, this court, and I know it's just a class A, but just to prove a point, I don't think it would matter if the court gave him 1 day or sentence him to death. I think the guy wants to die anyway. So it doesn't make a difference to us whether it's 1 day in jail or 100 years in jail. The guy's gonna hate himself the rest of his life. And so the last offer on the table is 270 days in jail. I guess that's 3 for 1, 3 months, but to me, Judge, it doesn't make sense. I think justice has already been served. I think the guy hates himself for the rest of his life. I think his family's in shambles. I think at this point, and I'll defer to the wisdom of the court, I just think that the best thing that we can do for this guy is to give him some help. Some professional mental help. And so
He hasn't done any of that so far?
well, I'm sure he's done a couple of classes, but I know. I don't think, Judge, jail is gonna help that. I think it's just gonna make it worse.
I don't know, but I don't want to make a commitment on what I would do or what I would not want to do. You guys, if you want to come to me without an agreed rec, I want to look at everything that's out there. We do the plea and then I'll give you, and then I'll do, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't. And I want to go through everything. I want to read what this, see what he has done since the beginning of the case to now, which is 200 days. And then, are you okay to go without an agreed rec?
Yes, sir. And what I just handed you when we approached on this last week, it was that mitigation packet, but then the additions to what I just handed you now is to the first letter that the defendant wrote himself. And then regarding things that have been done since this, the complainant did tell me that they have been to therapy, and that's as much as I know.
Okay. So I guess you guys do what you want to do. If you want to go do without an agreed rec, write it up. We can do it today. It's time to set it though. I mean, if you guys don't want to do that, if you don't want to accept that, then we got to set it for trial today.
Yes, so what I'm gonna represent to the court, and I've already told Chief, is that if she's hell bent on the 270, I'm okay with that. But at this point, my office, and we're trying to figure out if it's better to go to you or to the jury for punishment.
And I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't want to commit to anything now.
Right, and so we're ready to go ahead and set it today for whatever, Judge.
Well, it's today, it's either plea or we'll set it for trial. So you tell me. Okay.
Well, let me.
I'm not gonna, like, if we're gonna set up a trial, we're gonna go. I don't want to play games where we set it and then he pleads guilty.
Completely understand. Is there a way to set it for basically we plea today and then he does PSI and then we go to you for punishment?
That's what we'd be doing today anyways.
Right, okay.
We agreed to without an agreed rec, if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
I want to look at everything.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not ready to commit because I don't really know that much about it anyway. So let me know what you guys want to do. If you want to set up a trial, we can. If you want to do the plea today, we can, and we'll do everything today.
So there would be no PSI, I guess? Okay.
We're doing that now.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, Judge. All right, thank you very much. Can I be excused?
Sir.
One judge.
Hi, Mr. Harris. How are you, man?
Morning. I've got my trustee law partner here, and I wanted to also introduce you to Ms. Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for coming.
Our new law clerk, we're excited to have it.
Very nice. Good. You're going to learn a lot. It's great. You're in great hands. Really.
And Judge, I'm approaching just briefly on the Cambric case, which is on your docket, the jail docket.
This is Miss Cambrick with all the theft cases, right? Okay.
She's got the felony case pending, felony case reset, she's not brought up to the docket yesterday. I'm just asking the court reset our case, it's still relatively new. Just reset our-
Are we holding her or are they holding her upstairs?
No, they're holding.
They're holding her? Okay.
Order in the court. She's still technically on bond here, but she has no ability to make any amount of bond until I think it's a $5,000 bond upstairs.
We need to figure something else out though, because everything that they've done before is just not working. Like our other gentleman. How do we go forward? I mean, have we TRASed her yet?
Well, no, we've not reached that because of the issues with the.
Do you want to see what they recommend and perhaps that can also be used upstairs for kind of like a global?
Well, let me visit with that felony lawyer and see what the plan is.
Okay, absolutely.
Obviously not be opposed, but.
I mean, it's 80 days. I'll do whatever you want to do, obviously, right? Have they given an offer upstairs?
Let me check, Your Honor.
I think they did previously, and I've talked to them about that.
Just like
Because what I still see is the 5-year TTC offer.
But it's nothing. I mean, come on. We need to get to the root, figure out so it stops once and for all. And that's all that matters. So it's up to you. If you want to do the TRAS today, we can do it. If you want to wait a little bit, it's up to you. Felony set for 16th.
The 16th of
Next
January.
day? Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, guys. Have fun. Good to see you. Hi, Alan.
Was Victoria being approached today?
No, I just, you're getting on off all of them and then Ms. Strong, is things taken over? Okay, just wanted to make sure that, yeah. Mr. Lindsay.
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Hey, good morning. I'd like him in here so we can just do probable cause. After the first setting, we always waive appearances after that, you know?
Judge, yes, sure. And I understand the court's policy and I don't have an objection to the policy overall. I'm really just asking due to the fact that he's got Christmas travel or he'd like to have some Christmas travel next week. I'd be happy for you to hear PC. You're going to find PC. Here's the thumbnail of what happened in the case, if you have a moment. He's leaving the Texans game. He's still on the main road that leads out of the stadium at Cambridge, and I think it's Holly Hall. Tons of traffic. People are driving crazy. He tangles with another car. He says, his version is, I drive because I'm looking for the first safe place I can get out of the crazy traffic, and I'm not pulling in a gated apartment community and blocking their driveway. And he calls 911 as he's driving. He stops. Officers arrive, they conduct an investigation, they arrest him with FSGI. He's never been in trouble before in his life. He's almost 58 years old. He's a sales executive at a company that has $60 million in sales and 300 employees. And his office is in Splendora. He lives in Conroe. He was at the Texans game. I was hired Tuesday. It was referred to me by a lawyer friend that represents a bunch of car dealerships, and he's known Gerald since they were in high school. I don't think you'll need to impose any or different additional bond conditions. I'll waive PC. I'm going to work up the case. We'll get a favorable resolution. I just don't think it's going to happen when you hear PC. It's just going to be a dispute about who was at fault in the wreck and did he actually stop at the first sort of reasonable place where he could get out of the way.
Garner, if I may, is there a cause number for this?
Ready?
Absolutely. It's 254-3315.
Just use the last name,
Syska,
please.
SYSKA.
Okay, perfect.
The problem is that we always treat everybody the same way. We always do PC the same way. We always do it at least the first time they have to be here. I get that you don't want them to, but I mean, if you need more time because
Judge,
he's
I
out,
just had to ask. I had to ask, right? I'm asking, in light of the fact that it's Christmas week. Yeah.
If he's
out,
out,
I'm sorry.
If he's out and not going to be here on the 23rd, I can give you a different day that week if you would like.
It's still Christmas week. I mean, that's the thing.
Do you want to
And then,
do
of course,
I can do the week after.
let me check my calendar.
So the week of the 30th.
May I just check with him and email Victoria? Because I'll be in Colorado, but I can zoom in.
Of course, that's why we have it.
And then let me confer with him. Since you have to see him in person at the first setting, if it's not Monday the 23rd, if you'll indulge me, I'll find out which day in either the following week when he
Take your time. There's no rush.
when he can come in. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really just looking for relief from Monday, not about the court's policy that you want to see him in person.
I'm okay with whatever day you want that week. Just let me know. I'm happy.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Judge.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
I'll confer with him. Do I need to zoom back in with you, or can I just?
No,
work
you
it
can
out with
just
Victoria?
email Victoria and I'm cool with it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank you,
great
Mr. Lindsay.
holiday week next week.
You too. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, Shai, come on up.
I have Ramos on Docket.
Okay.
Has a restitution, but not the appointment. Yes. And
Let me see how old it is. It's young, whatever you want. It's only 97 days. If you want 30 days, 60 days, whatever you want, really. Until it gets old is, I don't care.
can be waived.
Yes, of course. Yeah, until it gets old. Okay.
I was just wondering.
Hi.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Strong. Hi. Hey.
I'm approaching on Mr. Singleton right now. We wanted to get a reset until January 20th. He doesn't have a plea today. And we just
Yes,
got to
it's okay. You don't, look, don't worry about it. It's, they're got 2 serious cases upstairs. It's getting up there, but you know,
Okay.
this one may very well be. Yeah, you want the day after? Of course. Hey, of course.
So Judge, I think the bottom line is that before this court makes a ruling or whatever, we would just like to bring witnesses, because there's a bunch of people that testify character references and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, Judge, we're just not prepared for a punishment hearing like today. And
Okay.
I also don't think the state would be either. And so, at least I'm speculating. Maybe you are, it's just.
It's up to you. I don't want to do it long though, because it's already over 200 days old. If you want a couple weeks, okay, but.
Is that okay with the court?
Yeah, of course,
If we
but
come back.
like no more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. and
Beginning of the year is when we
That's
do
what
it.
we're gonna do, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, week of the 30th,
In a couple weeks, and we'll have witnesses prepared.
be ready.
Yeah.
You want to do the plea now and then set it for the sentencing? Okay, we'll do that.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's just pick a day, the week of the 30th, and then we can do that. Yeah.
So I guess you wanna go.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm gonna make a couple more stops and come back.
Take your time.
Judge, my approach?
Yeah.
Judge, I've got 2 to approach on today. It's Calvillo is
Okay.
here in the audience.
Okay,
Judge, he tells me that he's done his anger management class. Well, he's already previously done it a while ago, but he has one last test to take for his GED. And he's very close to just being finished with the GED, which was part of the agreement. I
how
don't,
long?
what, I'm
How
sorry, Judge?
long? How long?
I'm not sure, Judge, but I think that the state has a new issue to bring up to you. Right?
Oh, regarding his, what happened?
Right, well, I don't know, are you guys looking for bond violations or?
Oh, okay. Yes, Judge. So I received an email from someone in intake this past weekend. They took charges. This defendant is now a complainant in an aggravated robbery that occurred.
So Mr. Calvillo is a
Now
complainant.
he's a complainant in an ag rob. He was shot. I believe, I don't have like the details. I don't have the details.
Mr. Calvillo was shot?
That's what the
He's
intake
there in the
prosecutor
back.
told me.
He's there in the back and he was shot about a week ago.
But I do want to add
to be thankful he's alive.
That's true. I do want to add, he did have a gun on his person at the time. He told the officers he knew he wasn't supposed to have a gun.
So what's gonna happen now? Are there new,
I am not sure what's going on in that case, Judge. I just received an email from
don't
the intake
understand that
prosecutor.
there's, I mean, if
If you search complainant data, if you search through complainants, you should be able to find the case.
I mean, I can't take just words. I need something,
Right.
you know?
Okay. Look at it, Judge.
But Judge,
I'll tell you now, it's not the first BVR that we've had.
yes, Judge, but given the fact we give him an opportunity to finish the GED and
I don't understand why charges weren't filed. I don't know what kind of proof you have. I don't, but.
felon, Judge.
Hmm?
He's not a felon.
I get it, but it's a condition of his bond,
Yes,
but
Judge.
he's not supposed to have one. And that's it.
Yes, Judge, I pulled up the case. I'm just reading it really quickly. It looks like him and the defendant got into an argument, and the defendant in the new case shot this complainant, Mr. Calvillo, in the leg. And then that defendant removed a handgun from this complainant's waist. And I believe from what I heard from the intake prosecutor is that Mr. Calvillo told the officers he had a gun on him and that he knew he was not supposed to have.
Words. I mean, I need some kind of proof, you know, because I can't.
I'm just
words.
going based off
Get
of
it?
what's in the
Get it?
notes,
But if
Judge.
you prove to me, that's a different question, right? But
I mean, I can look at it. Like I said,
Words.
Are you willing to keep that off?
Sufficient.
Yes, okay. Maybe we can just resolve this by him finishing the GED program. He said he's very close to having it done. He has one test left to do, he said.
and
I
probably behoove him to get it done as quick as possible.
He's there in the back if you want him to come up. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm done babying.
Yes, Judge.
You either get it done or you don't.
Can I get
That's
a
it.
2-week reset?
We'll figure out first when that can happen, so we know.
Okay.
You know, talk with them, figure out when it's gonna happen, and then, and if they show me, if they prove it to me that there's a gun,
And Judge, I have one more. I have Hubler.
okay.
And I don't know if you remember this one, but Mr. Hubler's homeless and he was offered by,
I remember.
he was offered by the previous chief that if he does a drug treatment program, which he said he had been planning to enroll in, that shows proof of that, the case will be dismissed. I haven't heard from him and he's not answering his phone.
He's supposed to be here.
He is supposed to be here today, Judge. Do you want to set him for bond forfeiture or just bond forfeit him today? Well, Judge, I don't know if I'll reach him in the next week. It's just, we can do a 1-week bond forfeiture setting. Would that be?
No,
okay?
I mean, he's, okay, yeah, that's fine. Well, SFBF 1 week. If he's not here next time, then.
Yes, Judge. I'll see if I can reach him. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Sure. Eli.
Hi, Your Honor. I have Mr. Portillo, Daniel Portillo. He's in the holdover. I guess Daniel Portillo Sanchez.
Okay.
So he is set for bail review. He does have 2 cases.
Well, we need to set a bond.
Right, we need to set a bond on his new case.
Okay.
And I
Has
think-
PC been found already? Do you know? Let me see.
I'm still not attached.
I do not see PC being found, Your Honor.
It has been. Has it? Sort of time. It has not been found. Can you give me a bit? We'll do it a little bit later. Okay, thanks. Anna, yeah.
I'm here on Tillis, Tillis.
Okay,
She did a jail reentry program through the Harris Center.
Everything work out?
Yes, she went over there. Just
Great.
Ms. Sealer and I are trying to figure out the mechanism where she knows that it's okay to dismiss. I thought we.
So there's always a follow-up after they do that interview. The
Well,
problem
that's the
is,
mental health PTI. When they get released from the jail reentry program, that's different.
oh,
And so, I would argue that by going to the Harris Center, Ms. Tillis has fulfilled her end of the bargain. Ms. Sealer just wants to confirm that is.
it actually happened?
Well, that it actually happened.
So let's do this. I'll email Brad
Okay.
right now.
And I think it should have, because we had the order with the 5 people at the Harris Center.
Anna, what's your email again?
It's Anna at.
I got it. Anna email. Okay, then I will attach.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna email you guys now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask him if he can confirm somehow,
Okay.
and let's see what he says.
Okay,
And then,
I'll run across the hall. I have to come back.
yeah, take your time.
See you guys before the end of the docket. Thank you.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I may suggest they want me to do a competency.
Okay. Aaron, I'm going to court 10. Do you need anything before I go? You good?
Like 5 cases, but I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna text her, let her know.
Okay, Ms. Strong.
I'm approaching on Corey Stills. I just filed an appointment form this morning for him.
Okay, sure.
He's found incompetent. I spoke with the state and they're willing to dismiss the evading and the interference of the public duties. However, they said to plead.
He was found competent or incompetent?
Incompetent.
Okay.
And they said they're willing to dismiss the evading and the interference of public duties. However, they wanted to plead to time served on the assault, but he cannot
Yeah.
plead. And
Yeah.
so he has a felony pending. So
It's so far away too. Have you spoken to Lori about when they're found incompetent? How to?
I'm not spoken to Lori about it. I just got him like.
So let's do this. Reach out to Lori. Let's set it off maybe like a week. there's a specific process that we follow when they're found incompetent. So because nothing can really happen, because no good decision can be made, right? Because they can't formulate an intelligent, right? So let's do this. Let's set off a week, give you time to talk to her to figure out how the process is, because I don't remember. It doesn't happen very often.
I'll
Okay.
talk to her and get it reset for about a week.
Yeah, and then just keep me in the loop, and I'm down with however that we want to handle it. What I wanted to do was stop the pleading because it keeps happening. We're doing this over and over and over. The idea was to TRAS to see how they recommend to go forward. Did we do a TRAS on seals? Or no, I guess we never did because the comp was pending. So
If they're found incompetent, there's like.
all right, so let's set a week. Do you mind talking to her real quick and then we'll, okay? Okay. All right. Thank you, Ms. Strong. Anna.
Back judge on Miss Tillis.
Oh.
We got a response from Brad. I called the contact that he provided and left a voicemail. Can we roll Miss Tillis?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
For sure.
Thank you.
And I'm good with however, you know. Hi, good morning, Council.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
I got caught on the window right for it.
okay, what is it?
254.
Okay,
2911. Rainer, Caravac, Sarmiento. He's set for a rain tomorrow, Your Honor. He's
do
currently.
it a little bit late if you want to do it. You want to?
No, well, the issue is he's in nice custody, so we're trying to see if we
Okay,
can get
so
30 to 40 days
you
reset.
show me that he's actually in custody,
Right.
and I'm happy to do
so
it.
That I spoke to your coordinator. She advised me that you want proof of that. The only proof I can get is I do have my phone that shows.
That's okay.
Is that
Come on.
sufficient?
No, absolutely. As long as we can verify it that it's.
He's currently at C of 42, the ice locator.
Perfect.
All right.
However long you want.
All right, thank you,
Just
Ron.
let them know that once he does, if you're able to get a bond, you got to be here
Right.
soon, right thereafter. Okay,
Understood. Thank you, Ron.
okay, for sure. Hi, Joe.
I'm here on a case helping out Ralph Martinez. It's a Plea Orlando Simon, Simon.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Did Kelsey file the plea paperwork? Let's see.
Oh,
Simon.
They're supposed to have already been, I
There was
think it
one.
was arranged and then we just wanted them to come back just to do the plea paperwork. Just submit it for the court.
I don't think anything's been filed or signed. So if you just want to get them to file it and sign it, we can do it.
Okay, I have another case, Your Honor. Brenda Ruiz, RUIZ.
Okay.
2516603.
Okay.
This is a case where the DA said the DA is not here on this case and it's marked for dismissal, but can they dismiss it tomorrow? Is what they were asking for the rollover. The coordinator asked me to approach you on that.
Is she here?
Well, except for dismissal. I think he's. Brenda Ruiz.
No. Why don't you go talk to her, find out what's going on, and then.
It's all done, Your Honor. It's right here with the DA.
We're waiting on Rochette,
Not
because she's the
us.
one on the case. She's not here, and we're just waiting to see if she received proof of completion of the PTI. And if she's.
You have all the documents you can
Yeah,
send to one
our
of them?
office emailed everything. We always email as part of the package.
Can you take a look so we don't? Yeah. If you want to show everything to Morgan,
We submit it to the office and the office emails it in to the,
They emailed it to Rochette, but she's not here.
And I emailed Rosette. She hasn't responded yet. I can give her a call to see, but.
it'd be silly to have her come all the way back tomorrow, you know?
Let me see.
Well, we're
Yeah,
happy to dismiss it off docket. I mean, if we receive confirmation, Judge, but it's just, if we can get the documents on there right now, you know.
well, I'll go to the office and see if they can
You
send it. but
don't
I-
go, we'll call them, see if they can, you know, it's in the sent folder, just, if you can send it to Morgan, we can take care of
Yeah,
it
I'll get a
today.
new email. Yes, Your Honor. And then the last one is Hope.
Okay.
Posted. HUDLOW.
Got it?
Ludlow.
Okay.
No, this is one where we were gonna submit a mitigation package and the coordinator said this is an old case, but we needed additional time because the client is still providing us with information. He's here today and I asked him, have you submitted it yet? He said yes, but I called the office and they said they still haven't got it. sitting back there.
It's over 200 days old.
Yes, that's what the coordinator told me. That's why I was approaching Your Honor.
So what I'll do.
I mean, I'd like him to come up here so that you can tell us both if you're gonna give us an extension that this is it and that he needs to get that into us, so he's gonna lose PTI.
I'm done babysitting. So what I'll do is if he doesn't have everything turned in by next Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely everything turned, I'm setting it for trial.
Yes, sir. Okay, next Thursday.
I'd accept the plea bargain. I'm setting it for trial if everything's not turned.
Yes, sir.
Before they
next
can have a
Thursday.
decision, okay, whether they're gonna do the PTI or
Okay,
not.
sir. Before next Thursday. Got it. I'll explain it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. Aaron, thank you for being patient.
Absolutely. How much time did you say on that one?
SFBF Thursday, and it's clear trial.
I have a plea on Mr. Culver, Judge.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Everything turned in?
Are we doing time served?
Yes.
Okay. Come up, Mr. Coffer. Mr. Coffer, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 2 days in jail, credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this will now reflect as a conviction on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand? From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You could be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will stay on your record. You can never take it off. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense, sir? I'll find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to the agreement. I'll roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you if it's an enhanced abandoned. All right. Please see the clerk.
Can I have one more case right now that we can take up?
Okay.
I have a couple, please. But the first one is Mr. McCauley.
Is Mr. McCauley here?
I guess he is, Judge, but I think the BVR is kind of a moot point because he's been in custody the entire time. That's why he didn't show up. He's been in jail.
What?
Yeah, that's why.
But he bonded out.
He's been on bond for this case, but he's being held on a felony every day. So I mean, that's why he didn't show up. So it's kind of.
That's silly.
Yeah.
I thought he bonded out. That's why I'm sorry. I agree with you.
How did we reach him? Yeah.
It wasn't in the assault.
It wasn't him.
No. I can have ours.
You're right. No. You're completely right. I don't understand what happened. Sometimes errors are made.
Correct. Yeah, and I think just because it shows bond for this one, and maybe they didn't see it. That's okay. If I can just get them back on the normal docket that we had.
Totally.
All right, I'm gonna move it back. I'm gonna have a couple more custody, please, but so.
Take your time, Aaron. Okay. Corey. Hi, bud. How are you?
Well, how are you?
See you, man.
You too. I've got Mr. Adams on the docket, who was moved from last week's position to complete gun safety and decision making.
Tell me he did.
He's done half of it. He's had trouble finding a free decision making class. He said he gets paid tomorrow. He won't be able to pay for the classes tomorrow.
Okay, he has a week. If he doesn't have it done in a week, I'm going to literally carry him day for day until he gets it done.
I understand.
All right. Okay. SFBF 1 week.
Thank you.
And right, no more waived appearances. He's gonna have to come back. If he doesn't have it done, I'm literally gonna roll day for day.
I understand.
Okay, thanks. Corey. Hey, of course.
But off docket matter, it's a motion to withdraw a client that was on docket yesterday.
Okay. Is it in warrant status?
Okay, it's in warrant status.
I'll grant it for you. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I got you. Oh, she's here.
I'm served on the terroristic threat and his trespass is being dismissed.
Is that us?
Yeah.
Man, 2 days in a.
He's upset because it can't go down right now.
It's, when do we send them down? 10:30?
That's the first round, but they're frozen, so I can't do anything.
Um,
Pásale para acá.
Buenos días, señor.
He's basically gonna exit, so he has to go by himself, he can't go on the other.
Double whammy. Good morning, Mr. Moreno Chan. Mr. Moreno, you are charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. Shh. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 123 days in jail with credit for the 123 days that you've already done. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Is there an affirmative finding in this case?
There will be, Your Honor.
Okay. You need to understand something very serious about this case, Mr. Moreno, that there is an affirmative finding of family violence, meaning you can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea bargain. It's very possible that if you continue with the same course of conduct, that they can also file a felony charge on you as well. So I would be very, very careful.
Thank you.
You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record and you can never take it off. Is this what you want to do?
Es lo que usted quiere hacer. Yes, and when I sign, I can leave, right?
I see that you have another criminal trespass with us. I'm assuming this one gets
It's
dismissed.
going to be dismissed, and he also has a felony that part of this agreement will also be dismissed.
That's a great deal. I'll tell you that I can't imagine that that's going to continue to happen if this conduct continues.
Oh, I will never do it again.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty?
I'm asking, I'm very sorry.
I hope so. Actions speak louder than words, Mr. Moreno. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I will send it to you to the agreement. There is an affirmative finding of family violence, and good luck to you, sir. Court costs will be rolled. Okay, I'm sorry. There's an enhancement, actually. Mr. Moreno, it is also alleged that you have a prior assault of a family member from March 31st of 2009 in this court, court number 5. Is this true or untrue that you had this assault? Okay, true, the enhancement. All right, good luck to you, sir. Let me see, that was Moreno. And I think that it's because of the time, it's a non-issue anyways.
Female custody.
Okay, yeah. Hi, look who it is.
How are you doing today, Your Honor?
See you. Been a while. What's new?
I'm a brand new client. His name is John L. Sherrod.
Okay.
On today's docket. Mr. Sherrod is a very young person, 17 years old. I've been working this morning trying to identify a place where he can stay if he's released. He won't be able to return to his home. One of the incidents is involving his mother, and he's not welcome back to that house. I'm trying to reach other family members. I've contacted the social workers for the MAC. The issue is a lot of the place, like on my own, I call it Covenant House. They won't take him if he's under the age of 18. So I'm having difficulty finding a place that he can go to if he does make bond. He tells me he has a friend that he knows from school named Anthony. I understand that. So
I mean, he's young and it's his second case, right? And he's out on bond. So do your diligence, see what you can find.
Can we roll over tomorrow?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. But the last thing I want is just to put him on the street. And
I don't want that either, Your Honor. That's why I'm making a whole lot of phone calls.
What about grandparents?
I've tried that. And I've spoken with one and that has a dead end. That's his mother's mom. That is a no.
Dad around?
I've called him, he's in New Orleans. So.
Okay, well,
So
I
the family's
guess,
distributed in Houston and Louisiana, so I have calls in to his older brothers, I've calls in to cousins, so.
okay, I guess
I'm
we'll,
hoping that I'll have a firm address and who, if he is able to contact.
okay, all right, we got you. Okay.
So this will.
Yeah, we'll roll to tomorrow and just tell me what you got.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
for sure. Thank you.
Judge, right now there's a BBR here due for Mr. So they'll be already investigated. I just wanna see if he wants to do some additional.
I don't know, give me a second.
Yes.
Okay, who you want to talk? It's okay, Joe, come, you got to sign anyways, come on.
Okay, I'm Brenda Ruiz, Your Honor. I checked with the office, and what it is Mr. Martinez was supposed to ask for one final reset because the client who's here, she took the written test, but they scheduled her to come back to actually do the driving test. And so that part is still hanging out. Everything else was sent, and they told that in the email to the ADA. So that is
When
what
is
we
it?
need, this additional time for her to finish the written part of the test, and to complete the PTI requirements. That's the only thing missing.
How long?
The written part, but they scheduled her for the driving test to come back.
When is that gonna happen?
They
No,
scheduled-
but you can, Joe, you can ask, and
I asked her, I told her she couldn't do the day, but she said she scheduled it. So basically, so we were asking for just, he said for her to get that.
how long do you want? Yeah, but the thing is like, Joe, I want to give it to you, but I want to know that she's actually done something. Do you have a date for when the test is going to
She's
happen?
already done the written test has already been done. It's just the driving test.
I get it. Has she scheduled it though? Has she made any proactive?
She said she has scheduled.
He's going to end up breaking it, and then he's going to pick up a new charge.
This is the chaos that happened after that.
No, look, you guys talk about it. I don't want to have to do it up here.
The 26th, the day after Christmas, it's scheduled. The 26th is scheduled.
Of this month?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll set you for like a week after. Okay, if it's not done then.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Joe. Good luck, man. It's like a week after the 26th. Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Got Miss Milo and Miss Jones.
Okay, so Miss Jones,
Milo.
Milo, and Jones. Okay. Oh, down here. All right, good morning, ladies. So Miss Milo, you were charged with theft. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. And Miss Jones, you were also charged with theft, facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Both of you guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 46 days and 47 days respectively with credit for each of what you have here. Both of you need to understand that these charges will go on your record. They're going to end up there and be there for the rest of your life. What you also need to understand is that these are enhanceable offenses, meaning that number one, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail from now on. Number two, if you continue to pick up theft cases, at some point, they're going to hit you with a felony offense and you're looking at years instead of days. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So, Ms. Milo, you have a total of 3 cases that are open. You have a theft, you have a failure to identify oneself as a fugitive from justice, and a criminal trespass, which are both of those are Class A's. I'm assuming both of those will be dismissed in exchange for your.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of theft?
I plead guilty.
I will find you guilty and I'll send you to the 46 days, credit for the 46 days. On motion of the state, your 2 other cases will be dismissed. And Ms. Jones. You also have a multitude of cases open, just the 2, right, Aaron?
Correct, a trespass and a theft. She's playing on the theft, trespass dismissed.
Is this how you understand it, man? How do you plead to the offense of theft? Guilty or not guilty? I'm gonna find you guilty and I will send you to 47 days in jail credit for the 47 days that you've done. Your other case will be dismissed. Guys, really? How's jail fun?
No.
You're gonna be looking at a lot more time next time. You're looking at a minimum 90 days from now on. So, come on. All right, good luck, guys. Is it 3? Sure. Oh, we don't have. We'll roll it for tomorrow then. I'll talk to him, you know, I'm not, case is old. I'm not gonna.
It doesn't matter because it's times 3.
Hi.
Good morning.
Judge, this is Sandra Stumbo. It's an old case, but I just got appointed on it like 10 days ago. We've got an agreement for class and dismiss.
Okay.
I just need some time for her to do.
It's 2,056 days. I'm willing to give you time, but not a lot of time. 2 weeks. Done. Okay, SFBF, 2 weeks. She's here now, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Hey, coming up. Of course.
So Judge, we're ready to go forward with the plea and then come back at a later date. There are some major immigration issues. I asked your team to help me get someone on the record in here.
We don't have anyone here now, so we can roll it tomorrow if you want. We can do it
It's okay,
tomorrow.
as long as we just take notes and kind of document it. Basically, Judge, I've been telling him.
Got the waiver.
Right.
And I can also make a documentation
I would
that
love
you've,
that, just because I've told him to seek immigration advice and he never has.
I'll make a documentation. Yeah, absolutely. If you want, we can roll it to tomorrow, do it tomorrow.
I'm fine to go forward as long as we just, you know.
I promise you I'll make a documentation. Okay. Mr. Gutierrez, we're doing a straight, or are we, oh, no, we're pleading without an agreed rep. That's right.
I need his government. I think his government.
Please. We need you. Tienes que firmar y poner. All right, shh. Mr. Gutierrez, you are charged with making a firearm accessible to a child. This is a Class A misdemeanor and you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're here before me now because you have not been able to come up to an agreement with the state. State is waiving and they are agreeing for you to come to punishment with me regarding this offense. Is this how you understand it? You need to understand that you waive a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. Once you enter into this agreement, you cannot back out. You cannot get cold feet. Say, you know what? I changed my mind. I'd rather go to trial or I'd rather do something else. Do you understand? You need to also understand that you're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, the right to be arraigned, charge read in open court. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal as well. Is this how you understand it? Okay. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to reserve sentencing now until what day?
Your Honor, whatever pleases the court, we'll make sure that the witnesses are ready to go.
Okay, I'm okay with whatever. If you want to do the week of the 30th, I'm okay with whatever day you want. You guys pick it. It doesn't matter to me.
That'll work, Judge.
You know, there's one more thing that you need to understand is that this can have grave consequences on immigration. If you are not a citizen of this country and you ever want to become a citizen, if you ever want to get documents, if you want to become an LPR, a lawful permanent resident, This could affect that.
Eso puede afectar.
Do you understand?
¿Entiende?
Have you gone to seek immigration counsel?
A la ayuda migratoria o a consejos migratorios.
That's probably something that if you're not a citizen, I would probably do.
María, probablemente.
You know, this is your life. He has told me that he's counseled you to do this, and I guess you still haven't done it. You need to take these things seriously because they can have very serious consequences on you and more so on your family. Do you understand?
Entiende.
Okay. So what I'll do is okay, I've marked here that you've advised him to seek counsel of an immigration lawyer. He has not done that so far, so that in the event something should happen, you've also filled out the immigration form, I'm presuming, right? Okay. You know, these cases, Mr. Gutierrez, are never pretty. I can't imagine. Is the death of a child enough punishment? I don't know. I would certainly hope that at this point, you don't have any guns in the house. Doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter what you're doing, but I hope that it's enough that you've taken all weapons out of your house now, because kids will be kids. That's what they are. They don't understand. I don't know what we're going to do at this point, but I will tell you this, Mr. Gutierrez, that I really, really and truly appreciate proactivity when it comes to behavior. And so that I can appreciate that so that I know that you appreciate the consequence of what has happened here. Because this is about one of the worst things that can possibly happen. It's horrible. It's terrible. And I shudder to think that if one of my kids had been in this position, it's just. So let's come back. Mr. Gibbons, and John, when we come back, show me what you have. I guess we'll talk to your witnesses. And I'll tell you that, like I said, proactivity goes a long way. You know, you telling me you've done something means nothing. Actions speak louder than words. Okay? All right, guys. So we'll see you. You pick the day and we'll see you on that day. Okay?
May we be excused? Thank you.
Thanks.
Ms. Oakley. Hi.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi.
Mr. Hungway. And Katie is here as well on Zoom to approach for this. So.
Who's here?
Yes, Judge.
Oh, hey.
Hi,
Do I know
Judge.
you?
Let's see if I can get my video on.
Do I know you? So tell me about Mr. Nguyen. Number one, is that spelled correctly? There's usually a Y-E-N.
That's what I was thinking too, but that's what they put in the confirmation too, I think, so.
What would you, do you want something?
Yes, Judge, we wanted a bond on him, I believe, it's a 1997 warrant, so I'm a bit.
He's here if we want to bring
He is
him
in the
up.
back.
Please.
So, I did want to see, I asked him to agree on the bond, they are not because of his criminal history. He's got criminal history that dates 20 years back. I don't believe he's got anything current as of 10 years. So this is a warrant out of New York.
Yes.
30-year-old warrant, so.
He's literally he's been on, that the warrant is truly 30 years old, really? Is that old?
1997.
Yes, Judge.
What,
written confirmation on it would be great.
From him?
No, from, I believe. Prosecution has something, he has something.
Wow. So it's a burglary, it's an assault, it's a robbery, and a possession of a weapon. Okay, I guess let's talk to him when he comes out, you know?
1997 New York, Judge.
Is that what was happening in 97? I thought New York was dangerous, but shit. Do you want to do a name change, Katie, or no?
I don't want to.
For the future case, Judge?
No.
It's spelled Nguyn, and there's always an E.
I don't think we would need one for the fugitive case.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just,
I can look at the warrant and double check.
good morning, Ms. Nguyen.
Morning, sir.
Mr. Nguyen, you're wanted out of the state of New York for a host of charges, specifically for a burglary, an assault, a robbery, and a possession of a weapon.
He did do parole. He was out on parole about 10 years ago on these cases. So once again, we're not sure.
Wait. That may change things. If he's out on parole, then, hold on.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But if he's out on parole, Katie, there may be a pre-signed waiver.
He completed.
Judge, let me check. I'm not seeing that we have a pre-signed waiver.
Have you?
But I think that, Amy, you had some contact with the jurisdiction?
Yeah, so Manhattan County reached out to us this morning. They were asking if we had the waiver or a refusal for him yet. They didn't indicate to me whether this was a probation or a parole. I can reach back out to them to see. Yeah.
That's really important.
I'll do that.
He couldn't have completed because there's a warrant. There would be no warrant if he completed parole.
In as much as.
Something must have happened, Mr. Nguyen.
Can I say something now?
But don't talk about the case in general, but just,
Can I say something?
there's a warrant for a reason.
Can I say something?
Of course.
I used to live in Brooklyn. I committed crime and I lose, when I'm 16, 17, I don't speak English that much. So they send to me, whatever they send to me, they send me to Rock Island and they send me to upstate. And they just say like burglary, on robbery, some kind of stuff like that. But I do not speak English that much at that time because I came United States when I'm 14 and 5 years later I got arrested. So I basically understand a little bit, not that much. So when I go to court, they just do whatever they want to do. They don't tell me nothing. The case, they just say you got arrested, you got robbery, burglary, something like that. But I do not understand like right now. So basically, after I finished, after they tell me that, they send me Rock Island. Rock Island, they send me upstate. So I do 5 years. First, I do five years.
Okay.
And I see parole.
Okay.
Parole, keep it 2 more years. And I finished 7 years, and I went home. And then I went home. I do first. I went to live in Long Island first, and then I still go see parole in New York, right? And then my parents live in Houston, Texas. So I asked for transfer, my paper in transfer to his.
Okay.
So I've complete my parole, everything, and the opening.
What year?
No. So you may have tried to transfer it. Perhaps it never transferred and you just came down here and never finished the transfer. I don't know.
No, I'm not the people do for me. That's why I'm allowed to transfer to.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an issue with.
There has to be some kind of issue.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think we have enough information to do anything right now. What I need for them to do is reach out back to New York to figure out why the warrant was issued. Is it a parole violation?
I got parole violation one time. I went home, I worked, and I got violation one time. I went to work and they picked me up garbage, what's that? Angleton. I went back over there and I stand right in front of the judge. The judge said, "What you do? Why you don't parole?" I said, "I'm working." So he said, "So show me your work." So I work, I bring all my paper, tab paper. I showed him. So he still. No. Can I say something? Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
He sent me to immigration. Immigration, they're coming out. I still do parole. I still finish. I have the letter opening.
Let's do this. Let's do
We need to
this.
find out more.
I'd like to roll it.
But no, that's too sorry. That's too sorry.
No, I get you. We just need them to.
So let's do this.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna roll it to tomorrow because it's already nearly 12 o'clock. I want to give them time to look into it, to see what New York has to say. A lot of times when you get on parole, you sign a document that's a pre-signed waiver, meaning that you already agreed to waive extradition if this happens. We need to know if that has happened and if you have signed that, because if you have, I cannot give you a bond. Even if I wanted to give you a bond, I cannot give you one because there's a waiver that's already been signed.
What does that mean, waive, sir?
I'll let Ms. Oko explain that to you in back because I got a lot of people waiting.
Yes, sir.
But regardless, I'm not ready to do anything today.
Yes, sir.
I need more information from the prosecutors.
Can I say last thing before I go?
Sure.
What I do is, what happened is I finished parole, everything. I get the letter from Albany, say I'm complete to Albany State in New York. That all the paper go to Albany.
So, but something must have happened.
Something, we need to figure it out.
Yes, I got the letter, everything. They send me letter, everything.
And Judge, I would just add that, I mean, at least from what I'm seeing when I run him, which I'm a little hesitant, but like there's like multiple states with like criminal histories that's like very extensive, that's more than just New York. And so we would also have to try to like.
Okay, I guess just take your time, find out, and then we'll regroup tomorrow.
Get all his 20 years back. There's nothing more.
I get it, but I just want to know if there's a pre-signed waiver. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thanks, sir.
Okay, of course, Mr. Wayne. Please. All right, thank you, Amy. Colin. Of course.
So they reached out to their team.
Okay.
They're trying to see if they can get something, and they're still working on it. The subpoena that I did issue was set for today, so we haven't got it.
So let's do this. Subpoena on my behalf, okay?
Your Honor, may I get the case?
Sorry,
So give them 2 weeks, okay? They've got to be here on the 2nd with information in hand. Okay, and then we'll go from there. If they don't, then we'll have a show cause. But the case is old. We've already requested it. You've drafted a subpoena. They've not responded to the subpoena, so I'll subpoena now, and if they don't, then we'll do a show cause.
Yes,
Okay, and hopefully that's enough to just get them to.
Right, and I've reached out to Jen Lit as well to try to figure out how we can abide by this order. I'm just personally unsure, Judge.
It's okay, right? I want to do it the right way as well. So if they say that there's another prescribed way, let me know, and then I'm all ears as well. I mean, yeah. I want to do it the friendliest way possible, right? I don't want to ruffle feathers, but okay. All right, Colin, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
So if I get it before then, kind of just off docket, give me time to go through.
I want to know that you have it, that you're completely satisfied, that you've got all discovery, that is complete, and then we'll talk about the reset. But I want to know that you're happy with discovery's complete.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
In Your Honor.
I'll of course give you.
I think for 2 weeks, the 2nd of January.
Correct.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Colin, have fun. I can be.
Isaac Rivera on your docket today. This was the case he had, I guess, made bond again from a bond forfeiture. Just need to get bond conditions. The case is old, Judge.
I'm setting it for trial. I'm not gonna wait anymore. It's just way too much drama. So I'll give you a little bit of time, but it's just way too much drama for me. I'm not gonna deal with it anymore.
I know that the same transaction, some of the cases were filed in felony court 351 and some were, one was filed here. So I think the discovery is possibly complete, but this is
The case is, it's.
I'm just going off of memory from what I recall.
It's okay. It's 260 days old. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open cases, and I'm tired of it. I'm not dealing with it anymore. just way too much drama for me, and he can either accept the deal or I'm gonna put him to trial, but it's just too much.
There is a time serve offer on this case.
There is, okay.
Yes, Judge.
So let him know.
Did you want to set bond conditions on him?
Felony is set for 12/19. Yeah, absolutely, of course.
Same as well?
Do we know if Rivera's checked back in? No, he's not here. So this is what we'll do. If he's not here by the end of docket, we'll SFBF tomorrow. He's got to be here tomorrow for bond conditions. What? I know that, but he's in felony court. You know how long that takes. And I got. Get your sister.
I'm here on John Melendez, Judge.
Okay.
Second offense, you wanted proof of GED enrollment. He does have that.
Wonderful.
He does have it. He is here. Plus, we're doing
You're an officer of the court. I trust you.
We're doing the PTI. with mitigation.
Great.
And you brought me the letters of recommendation. I will PDF it to the state. Get it.
Going to stick with it and keep at it. Okay. You too. Ready? Hey, Brock, you'll be next. Chat me who you have, Brock, please.
I got a matter that's on the off docket request, if I may.
Okay.
So I'll go person.
What's the last name?
Person. PRE.
No, I need a cause number.
So 2512153. Shoulder case. Spoke to you before. Got a date for the 31st, and my loving wife made travel plans for us during the holidays. I'm gonna be on an airplane, and I'm asking for maybe.
It was set for the 21st. We reset it for just him to do a little bit of time to seek an immigration lawyer. We're now.
We've done all that. We've done all that.
Okay.
And
how much time do you want? You got it. It's plea or trial at the next setting though. All right? Okay. No, just getting older.
All right.
I'll write it down and then if you just let her know, please. Okay. Hey, Brock. All right. Hey.
I have Mr. Trevor Wilson on docket today first. He has a deed.
Judge, can I come around, please?
Sure.
Page 29.
Come up, Trevor Wilson.
I couldn't get it on the email, but right here, this is gonna be the exclusion zone. These points are entering it right here.
So Judge, it's a 300, it's a large exclusion zone. And as you can see, it's a very busy area. He lives in this area. So I mean, it's literally him just driving. And the place that he was excluded from was a business that's in that area. He's really kind of not nowhere near it. He's just on the street, passing it. I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't even be aware that was within the zone.
It's 1,000 feet.
Yes, I could put meters moving off. I can't remember in my head.
So where does he live in relation to the place? Just you talk with her. I don't want to know.
Less than half a mile.
So what distance? How many feet? Because half a mile is,
Before we address that, Judge, my client would like to have the ink mark taken off right now. He has a new job, it's interfering with it requires some physical demand, it's interfering with his.
so we're here on a violation and he wants me to take it off.
But considering the violation.
I guess state, if you don't mind, reach out to the complaining witness, see if there have been any issues.
Yes, Judge.
I don't know if I'm ready to do it yet. I mean, you've got violations, and so violations don't make us happy, Mr. Wilson. You know, you're lucky whether you're not going to jail or not. That's where we're at now, not rewarding you with taking a monitor off. You're supposed to comply and not violate conditions, right? So I don't know where you live. What I'd like to know is where you live in relation to Vape City. So if you can pinpoint it on the map where he lives versus this, could be great, you know, because
Sorry.
it's okay.
When I was appointed to this, I was online and my memory might be failing me, but I feel like I heard the state say that she doesn't even work there anymore whenever he was originally arraigned. So if they can confirm that too.
I don't know. I mean, they can.
Well, we'll confirm that as well. Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
So we'll
You
sit
want
down and come back.
to? Okay, sure.
Roll from yesterday, I had Mr. Daryl Myers. I have the search warrant. Well, they told me I have the search warrant. I can't see the portal right
Yes,
now.
Judge. It's been uploaded and
Okay.
shared, the search warrant.
So,
Are we good?
yeah, I mean, with the court, his felony is set at the end of January. It will be wrapped up. He's doing his TRAS in anticipation of that first week of January. They'll be asking the judge for a resolution. I would be asking the court to just, if you can wait till just right after that.
I mean, I think what the proper, you know, let's set up a trial in February. If he's not done in January, then I'm gonna put him to trial. But I mean, I can't, it's 200 days,
Understood.
you know, so February 11th or 25th,
We can do that.
whatever day you want, and then if it's resolved by then, it's resolved by then. If not, then, you know,
Sounds good?
okay,
Thank you.
for sure. Yes, ma'am. Okay, hey.
I think she's a little tight.
This is on Mr. Vanderslice, right? It's on docket today, right?
It is. We carried it from yesterday or last week. So talk to my investigator. You know, you can hear in the background with, it's kind of like a battleship. You have to turn it around. So I was going to meet with him, but we do a brief, just non-trial setting until after the
You were
holidays.
supposed to meet with him already.
I've been every day gone. I mean, it's only
But I
been,
mean, come on, you know,
sorry for people in town right now. Mike Peterson, he's got videos.
but I mean, it's,
Surveillance videos,
how old is the case?
195. But we were pleading it, so I had stopped the battleship from going forward.
How come it's not on the docket?
What's the last?
Vanderslice.
It's on the docket, Judge. Fatima.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You rolled it from the 18th.
What are we,
because council
I mean,
had
we're delaying, what are we doing?
Well, I think they had a change of people with Michael, and she's talked to some people, but it's all third party, right? Nobody's really talked directly about what the reason was. They withdrew.
We had set it for what, a week or two for you guys to go talk with the division chief, right?
I don't know if that's.
Well,
Go ahead. That's-
yeah, Rosette already did speak with her and she was fine with that offer on there, and we were comfortable keeping it at that at this time.
Okay. I don't know what else you want to do, but
Yeah.
it's time to decide what to do, you know? I mean, he's got to accept it or what did you set it?
Except 365 days, that's the maximum.
They
So-
didn't, I thought you, what did you guys, I thought you offered something.
No, Your Honor, the offer is 365 days.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, Judge. They don't, the people who
Remember,
looked at it.
times
don't-
can differ. What they see that. I don't know. I mean, it's.
That's to me indicative of somebody who hasn't looked at it that closely. So to just knee jerk react like that. I mean, there's a lot of issues that I've been talking about with the previous chief for a little while. And I'm confident in her. I can tell her these things and she can bring them to other people's attention. And if they
Did you
know
already-
these things at the time, then they.
We were still talking because
Yeah.
there's some stuff with his investigator as well he was wanting to find.
I mean, I don't react this way just on every case. And I also don't ever get changed from 1 year probation to a year in jail as an offer. I mean, that's silly. So for the first.
Now, the thing is that be careful what you wish for. We have a new administration that comes in January. So.
Well, when I say it's silly, I'm not disparaging anybody. I'm just saying, to me, I think it means that they knee-jerk reacted to some things that I had already told people don't exist, like he's not a second offender. That's important. And, you know.
But if,
and it's been
correct me if I'm
18
wrong,
years since-
but
oh,
I don't think that that's necessarily one of the issues. The issue is
I think it is.
prior,
Yeah.
you know.
Being handled for intoxicated related things, I guess.
Well, I think that the criminal history is probably what was one of the major factors in this case, right?
Well, it's almost 20 years old, I think.
It doesn't matter. It's the criminal history is still there.
To go from your probation to your county is just, there's not that much of a disparity between rational minds, I think. You know, like when one person's offered a year, I don't think that person's an irrational person. And so I'm thinking they have a fact problem.
I can't force them to do anything, right? And
all I'm saying is,
we're
if she can
100
talk-
days and it's time to decide, right? So it's, I'll give you till next Thursday if you want, but by next then it's clear trial. If you're saying you want more time.
Nobody's gonna go over it over the holidays.
I can talk to
I don't want.
ADA Dozier to this
I
afternoon.
To here every day, other than 2 days. I'm still here I'm not going anywhere. I'm still working.
What if we just set it for a trial? Obviously, you want to do that and then have a.
But I don't want to set it for trial when you don't intend to go to trial.
But nobody's gonna, I know how the office works.
We're perverted, we're just kicking the can down the road
Yeah,
for
but
the sake of kicking the
let's
can
say
down. the
we
road.
set it 2 days after Christmas. Nobody wants to have a big meeting and go over it, all the stuff 2 days after.
It's not necessarily a big meeting, it's just she's gonna go to the division chief, go, hey, look.
Doing that anyway.
I was gonna
With
talk to her.
other
I
stuff.
would prefer to do it with Rosette tomorrow, but we'll figure it out if it's sometime
Giving
before
you a
next
week.
week. Right, yes, sir.
Giving you a week.
Yes, sir.
Whatever's good with her. It's out of
No,
my hand.
here's, think of the positive, right? It's Christmas is coming up, so perhaps people are in different moods.
Okay.
Maybe people are happier, just positive.
I'm
Positivity goes a long way.
I'm all about positive.
So, but at the same time, we got to say when. It's 200 days now. We can put it to next Thursday, but at that time, it's clear trial.
Next Thursday.
It's the 26th.
You're not doing court Friday, the 27th. Might be better not the day after Christmas.
We don't do because it's too hard. We have too many arraignments on that day, so we try to limit.
My daughter's coming in from Japan and she's only here like 3 days. So, whatever you want to do. If you want to set it the next day, what's best for you?
Anytime really that works for you is fine. I was gonna talk to both of them tomorrow, hopefully.
Pick a day, Judge. I'm fine.
Thursday. I mean, she's gonna go tomorrow, so you can come back tomorrow and you get a feel of what happened, and that way you're ready for Thursday, right? So. But I would also imagine that, criminal history has a lot to do with it, right? And
yeah,
I mean, I don't even know what criminal history he has because all I see is what Harris County, so I don't even know what else there is out there, but it doesn't really matter at this point in time. So, all right, you've got a week. At that time, it's, yeah, okay. All right, good luck, Mr. Ray. See you in a week.
Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. What a docket. There's not a lot to say. What can I say, right? It's been an interesting one, y'all. There'll be more tomorrow. I expect a interesting docket, so come on back by. It'll be 9 o'clock Eastern time, just like normal. But until then, I'm your humble host. I'm your lone wolf Usul. I'm your curator for these videos here on this channel. And I do this little thing called the Fleischer Forum every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And on the weekends, I do a little thing called the Weekend Review. So come on by for that on Saturday. You're not doing anything else. It's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Love you all. See you next time, okay? Y'all have a good night. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. And James, I'll look it up for you. I believe it's Late Night Talk or something like that off of Epidemic Sound. Love you guys. See you later.